Hey guys, welcome back to Flying Wombat TV. So we are the Flying Wombat Brewery, all about making fun and creative styles of beer with biotechnology and science involved. So today it's going to be a really short video and it's going to be about what is the healthiest beer to drink. So there's a lot of opinions out there about this, but speaking from a scientific standpoint, there is kind of a correct answer. So we've got three styles of beer here today that are really common in the craft beer world. On your left, we have, just traditional style lagers. So really crisp, clear, kind of lower alcohol style beers. In the middle, we have pale ales. So it could be your Aussie or your American pale ales. And then over here on the right, we have your, specifically here, NEIPAs, but kind of IPAs generally speaking as well. So looking at three styles here, they're all delicious. I'm a huge fan of all three of them. But if we are looking at what is the healthiest beer to drink, from kind of losing fat or getting a bit more in shape standpoint, it is the lager. And the reason for that is because when you brew a lager, you're brewing it in a two-step mash process where you're brewing at a really, mashing at a really low temperature and then at a medium temperature. And what that does is activate the alpha and beta amylase, which essentially are the things that snip up all the raw sugar and turn them into fermentable sugar. Activating them at those temperatures makes it a really, really fermentable mash, which means you're getting very little residual sugar actually at the end result in this beer. So it's a very almost fully fermented beer, which means it's a much healthier beer. There's less sugar, less carbohydrates in this. Then if we look at something like a pale ale, it's sort of in between the two here. It is fairly fermented. There is some more residual sugar in this, which is why it has a bit more body to it. But, it is still kind of on the healthier side, but the lager would be healthier. And then finally, we have my favorite style, which is the IPA. Unfortunately, it's the least healthy for your gut. So the IPA, and specifically here, the NEIPA, does have a lot of residual sugars residing in the beer. And the reason for that is because it gives all that extra mouthfeel, that extra flavor. So unfortunately, if you're trying to trim down a bit for the holidays, this is not the way to go, even though it is the most flavorful. So your NEIPAs, they have that silkiness, that full body, that, that nice mouthfeel to them, the nice sweetness to them because of all that extra sugar that is still residing in the beer. But that does also mean that it's going to reside in your gut. So if you are trying to trim down a bit, focus on the lagers. If you're trying to go for full-bodied flavor, go to the NEIPAs. It's up to you. But look, this isn't a doctor's opinion. This is just about if you're trying to get a little bit healthier, but you don't want to cut beer out of the diet. So cheers, guys. I'm going to trim a bit.